seemed like the rebounding definitely stepped up a little bit in that second half. I'm sure you weren't super pleased with the second chance points given up there in the first two quarters. Is that a point of emphasis at halftime, and how pleased with you with the way your guys attacked the glass in the second half? It really kind of felt like that was definitely a swing factor for you guys.
Agree. I thought that our attention to being a little bit more physical in the box outs in the second half was tremendous. Gave up 16 second chance points, I think, in the first half, and then to only give up 6 in the second half is a testament to the guys recognizing that was really the one Achilles heel of our defense in that first half, was just not being able to finish possession. So I was proud of the group for understanding how to dig down and be a little bit more physical, because there were some clips. It's funny, during the game, I'm like, we're not being physical enough. And then you go watch the clip at halftime, you're like, dang, we did hit, but they had a little of a second effort. And I thought that our guys gave that initial hit and then a second effort too, and everyone else was participating, which was really good. And I thought our defense overall, because we were able to secure more rebounds, you hold them to 44 points in the second half, which is great.
Just had the five turnovers, which is season low, and really 4, because then it was the shot clock violation there at the end. Coming off the last 2 games, what do you kind of credit the drastic difference in that area compared to where you were on the road trip?
Yeah, I thought our guys just did a better job of playing through some physicality, not playing in crowds. I thought our ball movement was really good. Like when we saw the shifts, we made the one more. Even if we were open, we really made the one more versus delayed closeouts. And, 35 assists to 42 made field goals, and like you said, only really 4 turnovers. Proud of the group of just being decisive and not trying to do too much by themselves and trusting everyone around them.
With Colin back tonight, what did you see from him, and just what does he do for you guys that doesn't show up in the box score at times?
Just his overall energy and his passion for the game. We always talk a ton around here about competing and what that looks like, and you can compete in a lot of different ways, but Colin just never stops. I think defensively and offensively, he's always thinking about how can I win every possession and how can I be impactful on every possession. So I love the boost that he gave us from a spirit and a competitiveness standpoint. Defensively, crawling up into guys, I think he gets a deflection on like one of his first defensive plays where he's about to blow up a screen, which really helped us because I thought their off-ball movement was hurting us a bit. And then offensively, like his ability to get to the paint when we're in the bonus, he gets fouled, and then his passing, like to have his head up and to be kicking the ball ahead, it helps our pace continue even when some of our starters go out.
Then you guys have won, I think, 3 of your last 5 games here. What do you think is the difference in terms of you guys winning games as opposed to not being able to pull them out the way you have been previously?
Yeah, I think some of it's our defensive intensity. I feel like our defense continues to get better. The games that we win, our defensive rating is usually in a really good spot. And then offensively, I feel like ever since the game at Brooklyn, we've done such a better job of trusting the pass, playing with the pass. I feel like I come up here a lot of games now and I'm talking about how many assists we had on how many made field goals. And it's a testament to, I think, our overall pace, but also like guys getting out of screens, our execution in the half court and our execution in the early offense is really good. And then we got to highlight my man Musa too. Like that's another part of our offense that's really clicking. He's played more and 18 total rebounds tonight. But the thing I told him even after the game is that when he comes up with offensive rebounds, there's so many people that just try to go up by themselves, and it becomes a little bit of a selfish thing. And I feel like every time he gets it, he's thinking a little bit, how can he score? But once he feels crowds, he's kicking out, and that's how we're getting so many of our open looks too. So credit Musa a ton.
Another good game for Tijon tonight. When you look at the way he was playing back in October to the way he's playing now, what is the biggest difference you've seen in his game?
His stint in Greensboro, I think, really helped him. He's a young player, one of the youngest players in the draft last year. Even last season had to play a little bit of a different role just with the cast that we had out on the court and all the injuries that we had. And I think this year he's settled into a role a little bit more, having guys like Brandon and Melo back healthy, and Khan and Sion and Trey and down the line. But I think that Greensboro stint really helped him. He was able to play through some mistakes. There was a clear role identified for him of what we wanted him to work on, and he embraced it fully. And so I think he's done just a really good job of growing every day and understanding that there's so many different ways to impact the game, not just with your scoring, and he's starting to see that even more every game.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.